Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota, Tim. Welcome to evening chat, late evening chat. It is 10:05. I'm sitting outside the camper here, outside the crasher. There's a few bugs flying around from the awning light I've got on, and there's no wind at all. But believe it or not, over here they're walking around outside. My neighbors, they're sitting out over here chatting. They got their lights on. I figured, why not? I'll come outside too. It's not hot, it's not cold, and there's no breeze. It's what you call palatable. It's called doable. So rather than making this evening's chat and talking to all 111,614 beautiful souls out there from inside, I'm going to do it outside. What'd you say, 614? I thought it was up to 620. That's right. It just goes up and down. There's no understanding it. It's just the way it goes. But it is up, and it continues to go up. And I want to thank everybody that's new to the channel that has took the time to subscribe and to watch the videos. Thank you very much. So what happened today? Well, let's talk about it. Started off not having any coffee at home, and I venture out to fulfill the commitment that I made to go to Starbucks coffee. And it just wasn't meant to be. I mean, don't mess with a man that hasn't eaten in 24 hours or very much. It's feeling a little ill, and I mean that temperamental wise, and driving a cement truck through a parking lot. There's no parking, and a drive-through that is made only for Mazda Miatas, and then not getting his order right. So didn't start out right. And then I had to drive about 3 miles away before I could even stop and find out that my order was incorrect because, like I said, there was nowhere to park. And by then I'm like, I'm not going to go back to that miserable parking lot and deal with any of that. So I expressed some frustration. Hey, who hasn't been frustrated? Who hasn't lost their religion when somebody cuts you off in traffic, huh? Don't be throwing stones in glass houses, baby, as we're all guilty of it. So yeah, I had a little rough morning, and I expressed it in a video, and then I go to McDonald's trying to get my coffee, and they failed me with my coupon code. And thank you, by the way, for those that, well, the one individual that actually is really on top of the McDonald's app with the coupon codes as to how to do it correctly. And I will follow those instructions explicitly. Because 40% off, it's like half off. That you got to take advantage of if you can. I mean, why would you pay $10 for something you can get for $5? I mean, come on. Not even once would I do that. So anyway, they messed up the order too and got the coffee wrong as well. But I was over there in the parking lot. They had all kinds of beautiful parking spaces there for the Super Crusher. So I went inside, and the lady was very nice and gave me my coffee with the cream that I wanted. And so now, do you ever notice what happens to a person when they drink a Diet Coke or a regular Coke or even an alcoholic beverage or coffee, caffeine, and you haven't eaten? Do you notice the difference of what can happen to you? It's like supercharge. If you have a full belly and you drink alcohol or you drink caffeine or you take a pill, a pharmaceutical pill or a narcotic, you're not going to feel. That's why they tell you to eat when you take certain things. And so I started this new diet, and it's called the starvation diet. No, it's not called that. But I hadn't eaten, and I hadn't had any coffee yet. And it just wasn't going my way. And after, it not going my way, and I'm trying to get to the beach before the traffic and the wind gets on the water and it's called blown out. Once it gets blown out, there's no visibility. I wanted to snorkel. I knew the winds were going to be light today, and everything was kind of crawling. Anyway, I was a little bit ill, and we have those days. So I expressed that, and then in my frustration, I guess to feel compassion for me, someone else vented their frustration as well for me. And so a comment was made out of, sarcasm and, obviously not real, or never would that ever happen. Nobody would ever do that. I wouldn't certainly do it. And neither would she. And so some people wanted to choose to take advantage of that and try to make other people think something about this channel. And so a few unkind comments were made, so they were blocked and deleted, as I always do every day with some. Not every day, but most days. They're always around, creating new usernames, looking for ways to bring everybody down. There's always a Debbie Downer out there, or what do you call them? What's that called? A Nancy? No, a Karen. There's always a Karen out there. So just to kind of nip it in the bud, I went ahead. I wanted to keep my coffee video up because it was about the taste test with the Starbucks that I promised. So I deleted the video to get rid of the one small little thing that was just nothing, and people trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, or like they've never, like I said, flipped anybody off in traffic that cuts in front of them, or lost their temper, or whatever. And I put the video back up, and because I want people, not just views. I do get paid from YouTube, but it's not about that. I promised to try the coffee out, the blonde, the Pikes Peak, whatever it's called. It's all recommended, but I was going to go with the blonde first. Anyway, I put the video back up, and there was like this, I don't know. It's like the news channels. Donald Trump comes out and says something, and he'll even tell you, hey, I'm going to say this, and then tonight you're going to hear those other channels say this. It's going to be completely opposite. Donald Trump said. And I think these people actually get their learning points from CNN and MSNBC. I really do. I think these copycat channels, these trolls, haters, whatever people call them, get their learning from how to do that from the media. Because if it wasn't for Donald Trump, the CNN and MSNBC would have no viewers. They wouldn't even be on the air. They better hope that guy doesn't go to prison or die or anything else, because he's the golden goose. I mean, I just don't understand it. And they don't want it either. They just want to keep digging up stuff and trying to convince as many people as they can that he's not all that in a box of chocolates. And now they want to pick on Elon Musk. Here's a guy that they were all for. And now they want to just, they're like turncoats. There's nothing worse than a turncoat. If you don't like somebody anymore, you change the channel. You don't watch it. Just like I did with the news, especially those channels. Or YouTube channels I don't like. And I don't hate them. I just don't have any interest. I stopped watching. And I certainly don't waste my time commenting to them about how I can't stand them. I mean, wow, it's amazing. So anyway, that, and for those that are wondering where your comments went, when I delete a video from my YouTube channel, everything was deleted. All the comments, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. And so there was, I don't know, probably 1,000 views on the coffee video this morning that I deleted, and took out the one piece that people were trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, put it back up because, I wanted to give the taste test opinion review of the damn coffee, not of this one little piece. So anyway, it's up. It's gotten some views. people are commenting. And for the most part, it seems like a lot of people are really not a fan of Starbucks. I've never been a fan. And I won't be going back. I won't be going back to ask them for my cream. I won't be going in that parking lot. I don't even want to go in that parking lot with the CC Rider, much less the dump truck or cement truck. Same thing. No. That parking lot was horrible. Horrible. I don't know why they built anything on that corner. There's no room for anything, especially a drive-through type business. So, and then I went to McDonald's, and what happened? They don't understand 7 creams. I mean, I didn't even get 4. So I had to go in. There was plenty of parking there, though, and I got what I wanted. Then I got to the beach, and of course, yeah, the water was murky. I wasn't able to really snorkel. There was a little current, and I'm just jonesing to have real clear water and calm. That'll come in the dog days here. You'll be begging for cooler water and breezes. It'll be dead calm. It'll be like a lake out there. It'll be like the Dead Sea. But it will be clear because there won't be anything stirring up the bottom. And I'll be able to snorkel around, stay cool, and stick my chair in the water like I did today. Oh, that was so refreshing. I've got some, I know, because of the dermatology, right? I got some color, and I'm putting stuff on. I probably didn't put anything on my chest, but I did try to put it on my face, and I wore the big hat. But the beach has been lovely to go to, and as a way to cool off, and I know I'll be going there often as long as I'm in town. If I, spend any more of the summer here, it will be a lot of it at the beach to stay cool. I mean, even the pool is not going to do it for you. You got to, the pools get hot. Well, this water's going to get hot too. I don't know what I'm going to do. Take a garden hose or something. Sit in the air conditioning like I did for the last 40 years here. But it is what it is. It's hot everywhere in the summer, right? It's hot in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. Anyway, what else happened today? So I got some steps in. Now I took off the Cospet, my tank, the M3 Ultra, and gave it a break, even though I miss it because of all the information that's available. Heartbeat, blood oxygen, steps, yada, yada, yada. Today I took a walk on the beach and I left the phone in my beach buggy, so it didn't count my steps. And the watch did. I had it on at the beach, but when I came home today, took a shower and cleaned up, I was looking in my closet and I got all these beautiful Invicta watches, and I was looking at it, I said, man, I've actually thought about it for a few days now because I've been I never wear any one watch that long before I change them because I got so many. I don't wear the same shirt every day either, even though they might be the same color. So I decided to switch out. But I'm kind of missing it because I don't have all the steps on the phone, so I don't know how many steps I walked today, and I'm on this diet thing trying to lose some weight, and the phone, the watch, I wasn't counting the second half of the day's steps. So I know that I probably got at least 8,000 in, because I had like 4,500 at the beach today, last counted. I haven't eaten that much. It's not like I haven't eaten. I am going to do one of these fast deals. I can never work up the courage to do it. But I am going to, I bought 2 dozen of eggs, and supposedly eggs are the best thing in the world. And I can't wait to have them tomorrow, but I'm not going to eat them early because I'm going to try and go all the way till 5 or 6 o'clock to make that my last meal, like tonight, and not eat anything else. And if I stay up late, like now, I'm going to be hungry again, but I'm going to withstand it because I went from 110. I think I'm down to, I weighed yesterday at Publix 104. That's 6 pounds off. And, it might be another pound off. So I might be sub 200 here in about a week. And that's going to be a lot to celebrate. a lot of motivation to keep it going. These comments still keep coming in. I get notified. So, you know, second day on a diet that, you know, limits the amount of food by a lot, not just healthy foods, but trying to somewhat fast a lot of hours in between, might make someone a little ill, you know, a little short-tempered. I think I mentioned earlier in the video, have you ever seen what happens to you when you take a pill, have a cocktail, drink a Coke, or even a diet caffeinated drink on an empty stomach? It really hits you. And so this morning, with no food, being a little ill from not eating for a day, getting the wrong order, and then drinking a cup and getting all hopped up, I mean, on another level today. And you ain't not, you know, I'm even embarrassed to tell you what I drank today, but I'm searching for something that doesn't have sugar and everything, and something a little bit more than water. I went back to one of my old drinks, a Diet Dew. I was in Walmart, and I got weak. I'm like, I can't get anything to eat. I can't get a snack. I can't grab some carbs. I'm really trying to be good, and I am being good. I said, but get you that diet drink. You know, have you something to, you know, besides a bottle of water. Just wasn't getting it. And man, on top of all the coffee I've had today, without any real food in me except dinner tonight, and I had the Mountain Dew, that's why I'm out here making an evening chat at this hour, and I'm still up. So, changing your diet, you will. You know, quit drinking, you will. Quit eating, and you will change. You will go through a thing. It's a fact of life. So, whatever happened today happened, and chalk it up as another day. Tomorrow's another day. And I've got it behind me. I'm moved on. I'm done with it. But I do appreciate everybody out there that aren't, you know, influenced by bad things that you hear from other channels that talk about Donald Trump, other channels and on the web that talk about Elon Musk. I'm not defending them in 100% that they're angels. I'm just saying that by a large margin, there's a lot of hate that goes towards those men because of the good that they're doing, because of the light that they're shining on the darkness. And that's why you get hate. And that's why comments will come out sometimes to YouTubers and on against the president and other people, movie stars and the like. And speaking of which, I mean, what's this? I heard something. I'm not going to talk about it much because I don't know anything about that guy. A P. Diddy, a Combs guy. He's been in jail for like 7 or 8 months. Yeah, I know who he is. I thought he was just a singer. I didn't know the guy was worth $1 billion. I didn't know the guy is being accused of the most heinous things. And did you know that he offered something like 20, 40, 50 million dollars to get out of jail? And they said no. He offered up to $50 million homes for collateral and saying that he wouldn't, you know, run away or something. And they said nope. So I don't know what they got on this guy, but man, apparently money doesn't buy everything. I mean, look at poor Elon Musk. That guy tries to come in, like he said, some departments don't need to be, people don't need to be fired. The whole department needs to be gone away with because you have to get to the root of the problem. That doesn't mean the problem won't come back. It just makes it more difficult. But if you just get rid of certain ones and you leave the problem there, it just grows right back like a weed. You leave one in your garden and they just grow back. You got to get them at the root. So I did some rooting today, and I did some weeding and gardening in my comment section, And you know, just so you know, you can't say anything offensive, you know, that crosses the line about me, my subscribers, and friends and family. It won't be tolerated. You wouldn't tolerate it. And those that chose to be critical and pointing out the speck of sawdust in someone's eye when they got a big 2x4 sticking out of their own eye, they just flipped somebody off in traffic today because they cut you off or they didn't move fast enough in a line or whatever. Don't be so critical on people, you know. Now, that doesn't mean you can try to use what I just said against me about being critical against a very explicit direction of a coffee, not a multiple, give me 2 of these and 1 of those and 6 of them. I wanted 1 cup of coffee with cream in it. And you know what? If it wasn't the blonde coffee that I asked for, and it was just any coffee they had there, but it had the cream in it, I wouldn't have known. I would have just drank it and gave you my opinion of the taste. But, I mean, I went through hell with that big cement truck to get through there. And then I had to drive 3 miles away before I could even take the lid off and discover that it had no cream in it. And Cowboy coffee, I don't care where it comes from. Even McDonald's, I don't want it. I know a lot of you like it. Good on you. You don't have any extra calories. But anyway, like I said a moment ago, going through a little bit of a diet change, going through a little bit of a metabolic change in my attitudes and my platitudes. And so tomorrow morning we're going to have McDonald's coffee right here at home. I got plenty of extra heavy whipping cream and regular whipping cream. I got all the cream I want to crush it.